Good morning, how are you all doing? It's a beautiful, beautiful start to the day in Sussex. How are we all doing? Live on Periscope from the south coast of the UK. The sun is up. It's a good day to be out taking pictures. Grab your camera. Get dressed if you're still in bed. Clothes are always good. Hey, how you doing? Jeffrey, nice to have you on board. 36 off, just joined. How you doing? Good morning. What a beautiful day. Up for a stroll with me this morning. Scrap 2020, how you doing? Good morning. Nice day, isn't it? It is absolutely beautiful this morning. The temperature's rising. Seagulls are dive bombing me. Even the seagulls are happy this morning. Can you see them right over there? Where am I? I'm down on the south coast of the UK. A little place called Littlehampton. Nice in South Wales. Good. Say hello to South Wales. I know South Wales very well. I used to work as a staff photographer on one of the newspapers up there. South Wales Echo. How about that? So I know it very well. Got a day stuck in the office today though, unfortunately, so I thought I'd escape before the work starts and go for a little stroll and take you with me. Down to the seafront, stretch the old legs. Just watched Bob the Boulder's scope from the control tower, which is very good. If you don't follow him, go follow him. Go and check him out. Always entertaining. Really nice bloke. Just along the coast. Over in Shoreham. I think he's got a busy day ahead of him as well. Right, let's see what we can find. It is lovely down here today. I've grabbed a camera just in case. Yeah, he's good. Good fun. I've got some exciting projects coming up, which are all going to be happening. Hey Jesse, how you doing? Good morning to you. Some exciting projects coming up. Let me zoom you out. Let's go down to the lighthouse down here. As we stroll, I'll tell you about it. Well, a little bit. I'll give you a little hint. Exciting project coming up. A very exciting project coming up. And it's all going to be happening in the next few weeks. So I'm going to hopefully give you some more information once I've signed on the dotted line. Haha. Intriguing. Anyway, very exciting project to be working on. It involves photography, it involves talking, it involves a bit of travel. How intriguing. But I'll keep you updated on that one. The amusement park is getting ready. I can hear the music already. The towers, what's that? Over here? Down here? I'm not too sure. Shout when you see him. A little music. The other way. Down here. Oh, this one down here? We've got a little lighthouse down here. Maybe that's what you mean. Groovy Daz, how you doing? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good day. West Beach, one of my favourite places to go and visit. I was toying with the idea of going and have a little walk along there this morning. Just over there, just over the water, and the ferry, I believe, has just started up. So you can grab a little ferry across this little bit of stretch of water, park over this side, and go walking along the dunes all the way across there where we've been. Yeah, beautiful scopes. Oh, thank you. Hey. Good morning to you. So I almost went over to there this morning, and I thought, oh, let's stay this side of the water. See what's going on. Lots of people around this morning. As I was driving along the coast, so many people out really early. There's any mad people like me out this time of the morning. I'm just getting on a bit now. Oh, they're great. Great photo. I did a photo shoot down there actually a couple of weeks ago, which is really good. Actually, you can just see the golfers there. Can you see them? Look, just over, let me show you. Just over there. Playing golf. I'm not really a golf person. So it's a nature reserve, so a lot of it is actually cordoned off. But if you're in the know, what you can do is you can walk all the way down and walk along the beach a little bit, and then there's some sand dunes just along there. And we got a great set of photographs. Really good day. or good morning, and the weather held for us, which is good. So I've heard. Couldn't possibly comment. Let's go down here a little bit, see the little pier. Look, we've got people out here already. It's going to be a bright sunny day. We've got some good weather ahead of us for the next 2 or 3 days, so I heard. Andy confirmed that on his scope this morning from the control tower, which is even better. Look, well, this early, the cafe's not even opened up this morning. Look. I'm sure that'll be open later on. Another coffee. So there it is, there's a lighthouse. A little lighthouse down here. So that's what you could make out. Go around the front. Somebody's suitcase there. Don't know why that's there. Look, we've got a lone person going for a paddle this morning. Right out there. Simon Iggy is in the house. Hey Simon, how you doing, buddy? Nice to have you on board. How is Cornwall this morning? It's been a long time no see. Hey, buddy. Lone person out there, look, going for a little paddle. Brilliant, love it. I love the beach when it's nice and cold, fresh, sunny, warm, whatever the conditions are. I love the coast. I love the beach. And Simon's part of the world, you've got some beautiful, beautiful coastline. Cameron 96, first day on Periscope. How are you doing? Welcome to you. Thank you for watching my Periscope. Always good. I was going to show you this lighthouse. Let's zoom around here a little bit and show you. There it is. Yeah, got to be automated. There's not enough room to put anybody up inside there. There we are. Just loosen up the cable a little bit. Photographed this lighthouse so many times. It's kind of nice. You get some nice shots. So if you go on the prom just over there, and when you've got a setting sun just over here, you get some nice images. Yeah, it is strange, isn't it? The other lighthouse that I know of along the south coast is there's a beautiful lighthouse right down by Beachy Head, which actually you can go down and you can actually, where the tide is low, so it's right underneath, right down, so Beachy Head obviously has got a cliff face, and you've got, when the tide is at a particular time of year, and I think it was a couple of weeks ago actually, you can walk down on guided walks, and they take you underneath the pier, underneath the lighthouse, which is really good. I've been planning to do that, I never seem to get around to it, always miss it. No, you wouldn't fit anybody in there, too small. Walk along the decking, on a little pier. I saw some fishing boats going out this morning, they were up early. I don't think they were the commercial ones. I think they were the hobbyists. What do you call a hobbyist fisherman? No idea. Hit a clunk of my shoes on the decking. There's a couple down there enjoying the view. We won't disturb them this morning. Amateurs, yeah. Really strong current on this part of the river. Actually, it looks really calm today. Got some nice reflections. Have a go, yeah. Have I? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Kind of. I haven't got my suit on. I'll put that on later, buddy. Yeah, still got the cracking moustache, although I almost waxed it this morning but decided not to. Do you want to say good morning? Do you want to see me? I might look a bit rough. I've had about 5 days stuck indoors in front of the computer processing images. So I'm going to probably look absolutely awful. Let's see if we can do this. Stand by. Hey, good morning. Yeah, busy few days. It's always busy. Isn't life busy? Do you find that? Is that where the rescue happened? Yeah, the rescue did happen, actually. So I was scoping down. Was I scoping at the time? I think I was scoping at the time. Hey, how you doing? Investu, is that? Good to have you on board. I was doing a scope just down here and it was low tide. And this lady came up and she said, oh, can you help me? Can you help me? So I thought, what's going on? I know it's an emergency. So I shut down the scope because I had no idea what was going on. It was just behind me, just down on the beach. Anyway, it turned out that a little dog had been stranded on this little outcrop of sand. And she couldn't get him back, this dog. So I was like, oh no, what are we going to do? It was quite a drop. How we got down there, I think it just jumped off the wall or something. It was absolutely fine, but we just could not get it back. And I think the tide was coming in. So none of this was being scoped. I invite you all. Hey, burgers and chips. Hey, that sounds good. I might have to have a gluten-free roll, though. And maybe not the burger. And maybe not the chips. Can I just have the salad? So anyway, I ran to the Coast Guard station, which is just down there. It's like, who are we going to call? Who are we going to call? We're going to call Ghostbusters. No, we're not. Ran to the Coast Guard station. Hey, Jesse, see you later. And we kind of got this, the guy was up there and it was great. The harbour master came down and he got this ladder and he called somebody, blah, blah, blah. And we got the dog out. And then I asked the lady, I said, I do this kind of mad thing called periscoping. I said, do you mind if we do a little periscope about your story? And she said, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, cool, go for it. Because everything was fine. The dog was rescued. So we just did this little scope and I did some pictures and sent her some photographs of the rescued dog with her and her dog. It's really good. But yeah, it's a bit touch and go at one point. Because I'm running up that way trying to find somebody and nobody was around at all. I thought, well, yeah. Lucky, he was a very lucky dog, yeah. It was like, it's one of those situations where it was clearly needed some help in this situation, but it's like, it's not really sufficient enough to be calling 999 or the emergency services for. So it's like, but I couldn't find anybody around. It's like, oh no. Yeah, we got there in the end. So that was good. Hey, we've got a little boat going out. Let's show you that. That's far better than looking. Beard and moustache. Oh, there's something about being down by the sea, down by the water. Lovely and peaceful. Should we go landscape? Let's go landscape. Actually, you might get a nice reflection just as this boat goes past. Just reline this up for you about there. That could look quite interesting just there. Hey, thank you, Simon. Boom, boom, boom. Get your screenshot. Screenshot even. He's going to open it up. I think he's going to open it up. Is it me? Is that rather noisy for a Sunday? No offence. I'm sure he's having a whale of a time. Give me a nice calm sailing boat any day of the week. It's all too much noise. Maybe I'm just getting old. Hey, 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 how you doing? Do you want to go down and have a little walk along the sand? There's still nobody down there. Paddling. I know. And now I've got that lovely smell of... is it two-stroke they use in those things? Or is that my old motorbike? I didn't, Simon. I wasn't up that early, unfortunately, buddy. But that lovely smell of engine. It's just like, okay. It looked quite nice, though. Right, let's go and touch the sand. Let's go down here. God, you can still hear him. Look. Can you make that out? Right over there. Interesting stuff. How you doing? Good morning. I haven't been sailing for years. I used to just go sailing all the time as a kid. Go for a beach walk. Lots of fit people running. Oh, it's lovely. Actually, look, I can show you the exact spot. where we rescued the dog. Just there on the right at the end of the pier. Little dog running along the beach. Right over there. Nice silhouette actually. Just here. Look at that. Not even a cloud in the sky. A little bit hazy over in France. Should go down the end here. Oh. There's a dog. There's a dog right up on the pier with its owner. Intriguingly looking to see why am I not allowed on the beach? Why am I stuck up here on the pier? I want to go running. So this is it. This was the spot. This is where the rescue happened. I think it's still on my timeline actually. I mean, you scroll through. No, don't troll through. Go scroll through my periscopes, and you will probably see it somewhere down there. Although I remember losing some of them. Look, it was just down there. Tide was out. So the tide really drops here. Oh, I think we've got another boat coming out. I can hear something. What little artefacts have we got here? Look. Lots of shells. Always get a fisherman that normally stands here, actually. Oh, here comes the noisy boat. Can you see it? Look. Maybe he's testing his engine. It's going to whiz past any second. Hey, Simon, you got some good weather down in Cornwall at the moment? Yeah, there he goes. Slows it down a little bit. Thank you for the invite of your followers, Simon. I always appreciate it. Well, that blew the cobwebs away. Right, let's go for a walk. Little stroll. So I've been working on some interesting projects photography-wise. Let's tell you about it. Oh, let's just turn off my notifications while we walk along the sand. I've just completed a project up in Oxford and around there, although I still have to process the pictures, which is probably going to happen today. Yeah, it is a bit of a fast boat, isn't it? So that's going to be happening, going to be a bit of editing. I'd much rather be out in the sunshine, but hey, the life of a freelance photographer, that's what you do. I'm very lucky because when I'm not working, I'll be able to get out when a lot of people are stuck in an office. But yeah, the last few weekends, it's been a bit flat out. And processing. I try my best. I get up in the morning with the best will. I mean, if there's a deadline to be met, there's a deadline to be met. But I get up and I kind of looking at 600 images that I've got to kind of narrow down, edit and deliver. I'm like, dear. This is going to be a long day. And I crack on. Start processing. I'm normally all right if I've got the right music playing and everything's working and the phone's not going off and I just have to shut out the whole world and just focus. But it normally gets to about 2.5 hours in. I'm like thinking, oh, okay, come on, stick at it. Keep processing those images. And then it gets to about 5 hours in. I'm going, okay, right, I'm now going a bit mad. I really can't look at this computer screen anymore. I need to escape. Hey, look. That looks pretty, doesn't it? I've got my Nikon with me, but I tell you what, you take the pictures. Take the pictures. What do you want? Do you want a little bit of land in there on the left-hand side? We move it around a little bit. Look, just that there. I like the little bit of land, actually, just there. Looks nice from that low angle. Got them? Hope you have, because we're moving on. Oh, look, the circus is in town. Just spotted it. Can you make it out? Just over there. Circus tents popped up. That reminds me. See, I'm always taking pictures. And that reminds me, actually. I did a feature, a few years ago now, actually. It was a personal project. And I joined the circus for a bit of time and followed them around. Did a load of photographs, document their lives. There's another load of photographs I need to get edited. People often ask me, are you always out taking pictures for other people? I say, well, yeah, it goes through phases. It goes through phases where I'm doing a lot of projects. I was telling you about the project that I've just done. Up in Oxford, that's for a magazine. That's an editorial shoot. We had to do some portraits. Can you hear that water coming in? Lovely. Don't get wet shoes. So that was around Oxford area, which was good. It was a long day, but it was good. We got some good images. Portrait shots for the magazine. They weren't internal. They're all exterior shots out on location, which was good. It's always a challenge. The weather was pretty bad at the start of the day, but it held, and we had some nice dramatic skies to shoot the portraits against. Because a day like this isn't really a good day for taking portraits. Hey, good morning to you. Nice to have you on board. What else have I done? I've been doing a fair bit of stuff for a high-end jewellers, which has been quite interesting. So that's been more commercial work than editorial. So load of photographs for them. Just coming to the end of their edit. I think they've probably got 1,000 images by the time I'm finished editing them all. The circus with that, or just in general? Yeah, circus is great for pictures. But as well as my commercial work, my editorial work, I do a lot of projects myself. The last few days I've been listening to a lot of photography podcasts. Because it's good when I'm processing. I like music, but it's good to share some stuff. I think the textures on the sand there, lovely. Really nice. Of course, in light like this, you don't want to get your own shadow in it. There's me. And come round. So I shoot a lot of... It is beautiful, really nice. Might even get a portrait out of that. Look. Just there. Trying to find you some shots. So my personal projects I like working on, I love it. It's all about telling stories with my type of photography. That's exactly what I do. It's what I've always done. Hey, thanks, Simon. Hey, look, that's even better. Sometimes I normally like people in photographs, but sometimes you just want it nice and clear. Look, there you go. Boom. You've got the little lifeguard hut just there. Somebody on the bike. Look, quick time it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, silhouette photography. Love the textures. Really interesting textures, interesting light. Hey, Paddy Kiwi, good evening. How you doing? Good morning to you, or good evening to you. Good morning from me, good evening to you. How about that? Does that kind of make sense? See, look. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Yeah, so back to the kind of... So a lot of self-funded kind of editorial projects, kind of documentary projects. I just sit with a pen and paper sometimes, and or just making notes all the time. And I hear about things that are going on. You know, I came up with an absolutely cracking idea for a project, and, you know, I kind of work on it, and I put it together, and I self-fund it. And then I work on it, and sometimes you just do. Yeah, I do editorial. There's not a lot of editorial out there anymore. I was a staff photographer for many years. I was a chief photographer for a photo agency. I worked from pretty much every newspaper in the country on a freelance basis. I had stuff used in local newspaper, international newspapers, front pages, that kind of stuff. But you know, hey Scott, I was on Andy's scope at Vanco. How you doing? Good morning. Nice to have you jump over. Thank you for joining me. But you know, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many Instagram followers you have. It does not matter how many... Should we go and have a look at the circus tent? That might be quite nice. Hey, well, you know as much as I do. You're only as good as the last photograph you've taken. Fact. You know, it's simple. That is it. That's the rule. Take a picture now and it's yesterday's news in 3 seconds' time. I think there's a person climbing up to the top of the circus tent. That's what's intrigued me. Should we go and have a little look? Yeah, so I was born up taking editorial photographs. My father was a photographer, newspaper photographer, portrait photographer. Zeki, I have no idea what you're going on about, mate. And there's just loads of I don't know what that is all about. Sorry, I think I've just blocked the wrong person. Cancel. Sorry folks, I don't know who I just blocked somebody. I didn't mean to. If I just blocked you, I'm sorry. You won't know. You can watch it back. I'll unblock you. Can't seem to do it right this time. Do you know how to do that, Simon? I've just blocked the wrong person. How can I unblock them? I go back. Hang on. So if I hit their tag, hang on. Bear with me. View profile. Hey Tilly, how you doing? Only after Scope, okay. Yeah, The Witch of Ravenswood, sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I was meant to try and get somebody else that was just putting a load of odd things on here. Anyway, we'll endeavour. Hopefully they won't be too offended and they appreciate my mistake. It's not easy to do with my stubby fingers. Anyway, look, we're going to go up here. I'm sure there's a person at the top of this. Oh, let me just climb up here. Okay, we made it. Turn around, let's see the sea. Only if you say please. That's who I was meant to get. I'm coming there for the sea fishing. Please, please. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. There's a circus behind us. I believe this part of the world is good for sea fishing. I see loads of people down at Worthing, which is just along the coast. But you probably know if you know this part of the world. That's a nice shot, look. That looks nice. Very simple image. Aye, no problem at all. No problem at all. Nice and flat for you. Good day for sea fishing. I know nothing about sea fishing. I caught fish once on my dad's little boat when I was a kid. Morning show. Yeah, it looks lovely, doesn't it? A little bit of a silhouette. Get those screenies in now if you're going to do any. Are you going to wait? Have you taken your screening already with the people to the left? I kind of like that. But you could time it and get them right in the middle of the breakwater. But will you not see them? See, this is why photography is so fascinating. Everybody sees the world differently. Let me give you an example. Yeah, not too far from Worthing, yep. That neck of the woods. So look, you can see photography. They say to you, well, what do you know? Why are you going to get anything different from somebody else? Well, you look, how many images you've got here. See, there's one image there. You've got another image. You come all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. You've got another image here. Yeah, and another photographer that will then go, okay, well, I don't see the world that way. I see the world this way. So I'm going to do a photograph like that. Or I'm going to go like this and make it kind of give you loads of sky in the shot. Or, I don't know, I'm going to go really abstract and go, oh, I don't know, I'm going to go like that and put a hand in there. Go, yeah, go all arty on you. It's nice and calming. Love it. Right, back to the circus. Let's go and see what we can see. They've certainly arrived. photography is merely a way of sharing your world. And it looks like they're setting up. Maybe they're taking down, I don't know. Can you see the person right at the top? Jimmy, how you doing? Look. Right up there, working away. Maybe they're putting out the lights. There's still something about circus. I was watching a documentary. Oh, there's another person there, look, climbing up. I don't like clowns. No, people don't like clowns, do they? Well, some don't. A bit like Marmites, you either love them or you hate them. There's something about a circus and the story of the traditional circus. I mean, now they don't have animals, and which is a much better thing. I'm not even that a big fan of even going to the zoo and seeing animals. I'd much rather see them in the wild. But there is something about their culture and the performers and the acrobats. And as I was saying earlier on, I had a lucky enough to spend some time with a very famous circus called Zippo's. In fact, I've photographed Zippo's circus quite a few times. Should we go back down on the sand? Come on, let's go back on the sand. There's images everywhere. Look, I'm sorry, I'm jumping this iPhone around like a madman. It's not going to be very steady, but look. Even on the bright sunny days, silhouettes are often a nice shot you can get. Because it's a horrible light to be working in today, so you kind of got to change your method of approach. You kind of got to go, okay, but sometimes you've got to work with the light. Sometimes you just got no choice. You can't fake it. You can't fight it, should I say. Look how wobbly that is. No idea why that's so wobbly. Must be me. You madman. What, me? Yeah, a lot of the zoos, they go to work with conservation these days, which is a great thing. Jimmy, you're making no sense, buddy. Try using more than one word, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Animals is Chris Packham's girlfriend's play. Scott, let's see how clean and cold the sea is, please, my friend. Of course, let's go down to the beach. Come on, let's do it. Hey, look, there's another shot there, look. How soft the sand is. Love it, look. So you can always come in and do some detail shots. Up close. It's all about the image. Lots of seaweed. Even a seaweed can make an interesting shot. Shh. Almost as long as my beard. Right. Let's go down. See the sea. Shall I go for a paddle? I've got my Speedos on, so my budgie smugglers. I could go for a quick swim if you want. If I just set up the iPhone on the side of the beach, you up for that? Okay, bear with me. No. You see, that was funny. I like that. Be fun. I don't know whether it would be fun for you. That would be a sight not many people get to see, I assure you. It's me and my budgie smugglers. Got not too far now. I'm covered in little insects that are flying around this morning. Please, no. No budgie smugglers. I'll be all right. I just got to get changed into them. If you hold the towel for me. There's nothing funnier. Let's just remind me, there's nothing funnier. I don't often, when it's really busy on the beach, okay, I don't often come down to the beach. I like it when it's quite quiet. But there is nothing funnier than watching somebody trying to put on their swimmers, yeah, and still keep their modesty. So you know, have you been there? We've all been there at some point in our lives, yeah. I can't remember when it is. Probably when I was a kid. And you've got the towel. So you've got the towel, yeah, and your towel's around you. And you're maybe with your mum and your dad, and your mum's saying, you'll be fine, no one's watching you, no one's bothered about you, just get your swimmers on, you'll be fine, come on, just do it. And you're thinking, no, I don't want everybody seeing me. You've got your towel around, and then you've got, okay, how are you going to do this? So you get one leg out your trousers, and you're balancing, and you've normally stood on stones, as you can see on this beach here, stood on stones, so your feet are really hurting, because we've got stony beaches here. And then you think, okay, how are you doing it? And then you almost fall over, and then just as you've got about halfway to the point where the trousers are off, we'll keep it clean, the trousers are off. That man wonders what I'm talking about now, because I'm shouting that my trousers are off. Anyway, trousers are off. Picture this. Towel around you. Balance in there. And then you could be on an empty beach at this point. But at exactly that point, a coach party arrives and they all decide to descend on the beach and sit exactly where you are sat. Now, why they do this, I have no idea. But that's a whole different... And they've got the whole beach to go on and they sit around you. So you're balancing now. The towel's up. You're thinking, right, okay. Balance, one leg in, one leg out. You've got your budgie smugglers on one leg. You've got your trousers on the other leg. Those are the days. And your mum's just sat there going, you just put your shirt... You'll be fine. It'll be lovely. And then you do all that and then you go down and then you get in the... And it's freezing. But you have a really good day. And don't even get me started about the getting changed once you're soaking wet. And then all the sand. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough being a human sometimes. Right, let's keep moving. Papa Bear is in the house. Hey, you Papa Bear. How are you doing? Good to have you on board. How is Alaska this fine day? Cold, cold, cold. Is it cold out there? I know, I've just spotted him. The man with the beard. One day my beard will be as long as Papa Bear's. Well, until that day arrives, I will just keep working it. One day. Actually, in all seriousness, this has nothing to do with the beach or photography. But the longer the beard gets, the more trouble I'm finding I'm having. In all seriousness, now Papa Bear, you will understand this, and maybe you other bearded people out there will understand this. I was at the gym. I've been going to the gym, I hope you notice, a little bit thinner and a little bit meaner and a little bit, get my beach body ready. And I have noticed they have this particular machine at the gym. The machine of torture. Now, I'll see if I can do this with one hand. Hold on. Okay, there go around there. It's a bit bright, bear with me. So you have these cable things that come down, okay, like this, and you grab the cable, right, my hand is now on the cable, you can picture this, okay, and you do this thing where you go like this, or you can, if you're really energetic, you go like this, you stretch your arm out, like this, and there's tons of weight on there. You can imagine when I'm doing this, there's so much weight on there, all these ripped people are looking at me and saying, how is he managing this? He's superhuman. Anyway, I digress. So as I doing my exercises, thinking, this is good, I'm going to get fit. There was a moment, you're quite self-conscious when you're at the gym. I don't care who you are, there is a moment, a bit like being at the beach, you do feel like, you're kind of on display a little bit. So I'm rocking this, I'm thinking, I know what I'm doing. I've read the instruction manual, I've had my training, exercise. Now, at that point, the cable that came dangerously close several times, but finally caught my beard. I'm getting to the point here, so bear with me. It is all about beards. It got to the point where it trapped my beard. And just as I was in that moment of, it kind of went, it was very painful. And kind of ripped out a little bit of my beard. It kind of put me off. So, back to the original point. How would you suggest I deal with that, please, Papa Bear? Over to you. Let me know in the comments, how should I deal with this peculiar problem, this particular problem about being at the gym? Let me know. Don't go on that one. That probably makes sense. But it says it's good for biceps and back, and not back, good for the top bit. I've got to do something. Next year I'm going to be 32. I wish. Keep the beard out of the way. Well, like saying that, you see, I was thinking that maybe I could just tie it up. But then, kind of Viking style. So here in the UK we've got a lot of, well, I guess all over the world, Viking TV programmes. And I've noticed on these, because I think I might have a little bit of connection with them, plait it, exactly. They kind of put this thing here and it goes around there, and like that. So I think I could do that. I might try it. Anyway, my life does get quite complicated at times. I have noticed that. Right, come on, let's go and look at the sea again. Beard. Hey, hair clip, power tools, I'm there. I am there. I'm going to use that technique from now on. Right, I'm going to leave you with a lovely shot. Here we go, look. Can I slow down? No, never. No, never slow down. Keep rocking, keep moving. Once I slow down, things start to ache. Here we go, we'll leave you with this. Coconut oil? Now, is that surely, are we still talking about beards now? Or is that for some other treatment? No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it clean. Lovely. Look. I'll try it. I cook with coconut oil. I might as well put it on my beard as well. Look, lovely shot. All the way along there. Look, they look like mountains. Mountains out of molehills. All the textures running down there. That's it. You've got to keep looking. Always looking for images. Get something bigger and better. Challenge yourself. That's the trick to it all. Somebody said, what's the big wall over here? Hey, Toronto in Canada. Thank you so much for joining me. What a great way of joining a scope by saying how marvellous this looks. I'm rather biased because I live part this. Start again, edit that bit out. I do live near here, so I'm quite biased. Keeps it conditioned. Ah, yes, I know the products. I use a little bit of oil and then I use this stuff called beard balm. But anyway, that's a whole different story. Now, somebody said, what's the wall here? Well, this is actually a harbour that goes in here, but goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. So this is like a pier area there. I won't point, otherwise people think I'm pointing at them. Hi, I'm in Saudi Arabia. Hey, Saudi Arabia, nice to have you on board. We're on the south coast of the UK, right in England. That little hut there is a little cafe. There's a nature reserve the other side. Just where that wall is, like a sea wall, keeps all the nature reserve that's behind it, all the sand in place, okay? So that's what you can see there. You can see some people there. And there's a little bit of a drop, and that's where the river meets the sea, and it comes out. So you get a lot of boats coming out. So it's all sea defences that are run down here, just to keep the, I guess, to help keep the depth of the water and the shifting sand in place. I guess in essence, that's what it is, like a big breakwater. That's in what it does. As you can see, there's a lot going on today down here. They don't like replacing buildings in the UK as much as they do in the USA. Hey Don, how you doing? Yeah, well, I guess so. I think the biggest thing in this country is we've got so much history associated. You know, the older the building, at some point somebody probably famous or did something lived there. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the 1980s and 1970s horrible buildings that they've created, made of concrete. I think most people are quite happy for them to go, but when you've got the historic buildings, absolutely beautiful. Look how calm this water is here. Like a touristy thing with adding history to everywhere. I'm inspired to do a photograph, and I've really got wet socks now, but I'm going to do a shot. So you're on the camera now. I might miss your comments for a second. I'm going to just walk over here. My boots are absolutely soaking wet. Oh dear. Hang on. It's so wet. See where the tie's gone out? Who said that? Simon. I don't know, mate. I wasn't born then. Look how flat this water is. That's what I was coming over. Look at that horizon. Now, I'm going to just do a couple of frames because I feel inspired. Yeah, no, mate, I have no idea. I was born in the 90s, mate, me. So you can hear the Nikon. I got the. Excuse me. I've got the Nikon D3 with me today, which is a really old camera. But trust me when I say this. Don't get too caught up with not having thousands and thousands of pounds to spend on camera gear. All right? There's always bigger and better. Always. Just fire off a couple of frames because it just looks quite interesting. Just don't let that stop you. It's so easy. I'm going to miss your comments for a minute. It's so easy to go, oh, yeah, I'm not even going to bother going out with my camera today because it's so old. No, don't worry. So this is a D3, trusty D3. Right, I'm back. Yeah. Heavy, heavy, heavy camera, is it? So it doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. I was looking at some new gear. So I use the D800 predominantly. The D3 is the older camera, but I just grab it every now and again. It looks at me out of my camera bag, my D3 sometimes. And I mean, I'm on my second shutter on the D3. So I have no idea how many photographs I've taken on it. And I look, and it looks at me and it says, oh, it's like a little puppy dog. Can we not go out and play today? You're not going to leave me in this camera bag again. A bit like Toy Story, you know, with the toys. Come on, take me out. So I thought, I'll grab that this morning. And to be honest with you, it's such a sturdy camera. It just does the trick. Right, enough waffle from me. Now the good news is, the beard is going to get slightly trimmed for summer this year. The hair's going to get cut, so I've booked that in. Still using your mammy from college. Interesting stuff. And the other good news is that the cafe's just opened over there. Chips has. So happy days. I'm going to go for a cup of coffee. Thanks for joining me on my Sussex stroll. I'm going to be announcing some very interesting, exciting news, which I alluded to earlier on in my scope. Let me turn around. It's far too bright. Photographers are never happy. It's either too bright or too dark. Today it's too bright. So I'm alluding to a really exciting project that I'm working on. I've been asked to take part in. That's going to be happening later on this month. I need to get permission before I can say anything about it. I also need to sign on a dotted line before I know it's definitely going ahead. But it is exciting. If you like what I do, and I know that I haven't been scoping as much as I used to when I was probably every other day scoping, but if you like that idea of travelling around, meeting people, although we met nobody today, just merely me and you guys. But if you like that idea, and it's a big thing about my photography, is probably less about landscapes and more about people, if I'm completely honest. I love meeting new people and hearing their stories, and I try and bring that across, and always have done. I'm trying to do that on Periscope. So a big part of what I do is meeting people and talking to them and discovering new places. So once I've signed on the dotted line and I know it's going ahead, I will let you know a little bit about it and hopefully take you along on the journey as this happens. Anyway, teasers. I can't say any more, honestly. Digital Rev, is that? Oh, I have to check it out. Anyway, have a great, amazing day. Get out and take some pictures. Go for a walk. It makes you feel so much better. Look at me. I'm so much happier now. I've spoken to you and I've gone for a walk along the beach. Doesn't matter where you are. Get out there. Go and enjoy it. Have fun. Take pictures. See you all soon. And if you haven't got a beard, then get a beard in your life, because it will definitely improve once you have one. See you later.